All right, here we go. Let's go. We got we got we got three of the five NL West teams. Of course, the Dodgers, me, Anthony, my son, Dodgers. Introduce yourself,
Luis, Padres fan.
Luis.
I'm James. I'm out here in Arizona, season ticket holder, biggest D-backs fan you know. Let's
Cállate,
go.
cabrón.
Come on.
Well, we tried this last year a little bit. It just just too much stuff going on. But we're gonna try to do this on Sundays after Sunday night baseball. We're gonna get four of us on here. Might not be the same four. We have a few other. We have a San Francisco fan and we have a Colorado fan as well. So we'll just see how we do. But hopefully you guys can join us and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. First of all, intros. Like I said, my name's Carlos Desert Doyer, Luis from San Diego, James from Arizona, and Anthony uh, from here from Arizona, but we Dodger fan. First we're gonna do our national. What was it? Our National
That's
League predictions.
Yeah, guys.
Our National League predictions. I'll start off. I'll start it off. I'm just gonna real quick. National League West. I got the Phillies winning the East. Start with the East.
okay.
They just got. I think they got solid pitching, and then their lineup. I mean, with Harper, Bohm, Turner, Marsh, Schwarber, and Castellanos. I think they have the edge over the Mets on that. I mean, the Mets have good pitching too, but I'm just not too confident with them. And then I got the Cubs winning the Central, and then I got the Dodgers, of course, winning the West, and then I got the D-backs in second,
Thank you.
and then I got the San Diego in third, and both of those teams are gonna make the postseason as wild cards as well. So those are my six teams.
Who's your other who's your other wild card?
There's three.
Oh,
There should
the
be three
Mets.
wild cards.
Yeah, the Mets. So I got the Phillies winning the East, the Mets as the wild card, the Cubs in the Central, Dodgers in the West, and then I got the D-backs and the Pobres in the wild card from the West as well.
Well, let me hop
That's
in because I have the Dodgers winning the West, Phillies winning the East, Cubs taking their division, and then I have Mets taking the first wild card, D-backs, and then Padres.
yeah,
Okay.
just about the same.
Fair. I mean, it would be dumb to not be blunt about it. I know the Dodgers are going to take the West. It's a given. I actually have the Braves taking the East. Having Acuna back, hopefully has a healthy season. Um, I think they'll be a solid team. And for the Central, I actually have the Reds taking it. I think I think they're due.
My
It's a
boy,
wild it's a
my boy
wild.
believes in Gavin Lux that much. Another Gavin Lux
I don't
fan.
know about Gavin Lux, but I think De La Cruz is I don't know. I don't know. And I almost picked Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh needs some offense to kind of back up their pitching a little bit. You know.
I know I was there too. I just don't know too much about the Central, and I just picked the Cubs because I just said they're the healthier
Yeah.
team and they're the most experienced team because the Reds are a good team, but I don't think they're there yet. They're very young.
Yeah.
So
Because having the wild card spot, I have San Diego, I have the D-backs, and I have the Phillies. I just think every year it's D-backs, Padres. They're always like 2, 3 games behind all the way.
best division.
Yeah.
Anthony, who you got?
I'm gonna kind of keep it the same as last year. So of course we have the Dodgers finishing in the NL West at the top. I'm gonna choose the Phillies. I mean, they have a stacked rotation. I think that they're probably the number one because they've had it. The Dodgers just haven't been able to piece it together with their rotation. I do have Milwaukee coming out on top in the Central again. They're always sneaky good. And plus, I think they're a little pissed off on what Craig Counsell did, just switching teams there. I do have Atlanta. I see them having a bounce back here, but they're not going to finish on top of the Phillies, so I have them as a wild card team. I do have the Mets coming back strong with
Oh,
Soto
who
this year. Lindor
you
obviously
guys are
had a
making
crazy.
mad right now?
I mean, I can't. No, no, and I mean honestly, I do have the Diamondbacks in that third spot. I don't. Everything that's going on in San Diego, not only what's on the field and all the players they've lost, but I mean just the way they're handling their personal issues. I don't see San Diego making it out, over the Diamondbacks. I think the Diamondbacks are a little bit more proven. So again, I got the Phillies, I got the Brewers, I got the Dodgers, and then the three card spots, excuse me. I got Atlanta, New York, and Arizona in those three spots.
I mean, pretty much we're all the same. There's just a few minor tweaks here and there, but we're all unanimous. The Dodgers.
If
Let's
Yeah, I think
go.
so.
All right,
if
so
Yeah,
so
not a
we
given,
so let's
appreciate it for being real.
it's not a
let's
given.
predict how many wins each team is gonna win from the NL from the West. I got the Dodgers winning 110 games, um, followed by the D-backs at 92, San Diego 90. Really close race. San Francisco 82, and then Colorado. Poor guys. I'm 70 wins, man. And that's a stretch. I was trying to be nice. I was like, no, I don't even know they're gonna. I think they're gonna crack 100 losses again.
So
I mean,
I'll go. So I'm a big sports betting guy. We all know Diamondbacks over unders 86.5, Padres 85.5. So that's gonna be fun. But I have Dodgers with 106, D-backs with 93, Padres with 90, Giants with 83. I put the Rockies with 67. Like it's nah,
Yeah.
no, not one.
See, I think we're all pretty close because I do have the Dodgers at. I didn't want to pick a specific number because I feel like
You gotta pick
um,
it.
okay, I want to say they have to win at least 105 games. At least. I would say I actually had the Padres at 90 games. I think that's a good solid for them. I had the Diamondbacks at 88. I think Giants, I think they win about 80. And and the Rockies, I think they'll be lucky if they win 70 games, to be honest.
it's very good. And just so everybody knows, because I mean, not everybody has their phones up. So I'm gonna kind of go where everybody finished last year. And again, my prediction. So last year, the Dodgers, of course, finished at 98 and 64, winning it all. San Diego came in second at 93 and 69. Arizona came in at 89 and 73. San Francisco 80 and 82, and then Colorado finished last at 61 and 101. I feel the Dodgers are going to make history again. Shohei loves to break records, so we're trying to break that Mariners record. I think we're going to win 113 games. With this rotation, if it stays healthy, if we go to the sixth man when King Kirsch comes back, and we'll get into that a little later, 113 seems very doable. I do have the Diamondbacks coming in second. Again, they're going to be at 94 wins. I do have San Diego 4 games under at 90. San Francisco and Colorado just 76 and 66. I don't see them turning it around. They didn't really have a big offseason. They actually had a lot more subtractions than additions. So that's what rounds it out for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the season to get started. We everybody kicks off tomorrow. Dodgers, Tigers. Then we got San Diego hosting Atlanta. So right away you're going to see a playoff thing right there. And then the D-backs are hosting the Cubbies. So all the teams that we kind of predicted, with the exception of the Tigers, are
In
playing
there.
against each other. So it's going to be fun. Rookie. Which rookie do you guys see your teams? A guy to watch for Rookie of the Year.
I'll take this one first. I didn't go with a first year guy, but I went with a first year guy in this spot. He was on the roster last year, Justin Martinez. 100-mile-an-hour fastball coming out of the bullpen. Losing Seawald, like he needs to be our closer, but I can't tell you how many games he lost for us last
Oh, I
year.
know.
So this dude, like, he can be legit. We just signed him to a 5-year extension, but he needs to step it up if we want to. If he blows games like he did last year, we won't make playoffs. So
Didn't see Wall go on a couple of podcasts and put himself in the Dodgers rotation last year or bullpen,
yeah,
saying, "Yeah, if I was in that bullpen, we would have been awesome."
I hope he ends up that. I can't stand him. But Justin Martinez is the young guy to watch for our team for sure.
Yeah. I don't. I might have to go back and check, but I don't think we have a rookie this year. I don't. I mean, the closest thing to it, and at least what I pick, it would be second year is
I know what you're gonna say. Yeah,
Jackson Merrill. I
yeah.
think I think if he
He's a
follows up and tops what he did last year, me personally, and I know I'm probably being biased, but I think he should have won Rookie of the Year
I'm gonna agree
over
with you. I'm
you
gonna
know
agree with you. I mean,
what I
because
mean?
he played more games than the pitchers.
Yeah, yeah. And we could talk about this another time. About I've seen multiple people say that they should separate rookie of the year for pitchers and for everyday players.
Mhm.
But I think Merrill's gonna have another great year. I think he has the talent and more. I think to top it all off, and I think we can all agree, he has the attitude for it. He has the right mindset. He has the right attitude, which I know was kind of a little bit of a joke last year that he kind of seems like he was the most mature player in the team last year during the playoffs, and I could see why. I just think he's going to have another great year.
I mean,
And then
a lot of people would say, yeah. I mean, I'm right with you. I mean, obviously we're huge Dodger fans, but Jackson Merrill is somebody cool to watch, interesting. Hopefully, he doesn't have a sophomore slump like James Outman of the Dodgers did last year, and then Corbin Carroll
Yeah,
of the Diamondbacks did last year as well. I mean, those two guys were pretty much neck and neck till Corbin took off in 2023, and then yeah, just last year they kind of weren't who they were. They had that sophomore slump. So I mean, you never wish anything bad. Hopefully Jackson does break that curse. But for me, I think it's the obvious. Roki Sasaki,
hmm
which he might even be up there for Cy Young
Cy
award,
Young, yeah.
possibly. Possibly. He could make some history there. But I mean, it's exciting to see what he did in the Tokyo series. Yeah, you got the commentators, the splitter, just isn't what it is. You guys, he's coming from a whole different country. The baseball's a little bit heavier out here. There's a lot of adjustments
yeah.
into the type of environment that he's coming into. But I mean, that's has to be our rookie watch of the year, and also NL Cy Young winner as
I
well.
What do you guys think
mean,
about Japanese players winning? Like, are they actually rookie players in your eyes?
Yeah.
To a certain
I
degree,
mean,
yes. Because if you've never put on an MLB uniform,
yeah,
yeah, you're a
yeah.
rookie.
No, no. They are.
I mean, let's just take our players from the U.S. They play college ball. Are they considered rookie? I mean, they play
Yeah,
college ball. It's the
but that's.
same. It's the
I
same.
was just asking. I don't. I would just like your
I,
take.
I think so. I think so, and I think Roki Sasaki, like Anthony said, I mean, that's. I'm excited. I mean, he only got 2 starts in spring training.
hmm
Um, and then he had that one bad out. What was that simulated game
Yeah.
against the White Sox guy that took him deep? But it's adjustments. It's adjustments, and seeing him compared to Yamamoto from last year. Oh, I'm more hyped for Sasaki this year than what I saw from Yamamoto last year.
Yeah.
Like for the little bit that we've seen from Sasaki, I'm like, dude, this guy is way better. And maybe the salary should have been reversed on here because I think Sasaki's going to be worth every penny, and he's going to get paid once he
Eventually,
fulfills
yeah.
his rookie contract.
4 more years, and we're
I,
gonna
Yeah.
I,
And,
bust out the page
you
paybook.
I,
know, and touching a little bit on Roki and Yamamoto too. Like, I know the commentators on that game too when he started in Tokyo, they were kind of they didn't look like they were too excited. And I know he struggled a little bit, but then I think back and look back at Yamamoto when he started against the Potters in the
Korean,
Korean series. He got rocked by the Padres in its adjustment because
yeah,
look how he ended the year, and especially in the playoffs. I mean, that dude was killing it.
yeah,
I think I forget what game it was, but I think it was Game 5, it was Yu Darvish and Yamamoto starting the same game.
mm-hmm.
I mean, both pitchers went out there and they just put everything out there. So I look at the start that Roki did in the Game 2 in the Tokyo series, and it's like you see it, and then just throw that aside because it's adjusting. And Otani, Yamamoto, and Roki, I think they're one of the better ones to do the adjusting, and I think he's going to be a good pitcher as well.
I'm gonna go back to the announcers for that Japanese series. I don't know what I mean. You got that series on Fox and Fox Sports One, and I think they put their like number 3 teams to announce them
Yeah.
because they were boring guys. They were
Mm-hmm.
so boring. I mean, but
No, no,
whatever.
I like AJ Przinsky. He's cool. I watched the Foul Territory podcast. I think he's good, but yeah, I mean, a little boring. Why not Joe Davis, even Joe Buck?
No, no,
Just some well known. I mean, some of the TBS, Ernie Johnson, and all them. But yeah, it was kind of boring. But hey, moving on. Next subject. So we were kind of talking about how like James and Corbin. Who is your team's comeback player of the year? Like who had just a shitty year last year, and who do you have kind of bouncing back to have a positive 2025 impact in your
Yep.
lineup?
Please let me go first. Corbin Carroll. He batted 188 in April, 202 in May, 250 in June, and 221 in July. That's ridiculous. And then he turned it on a little bit. He went rookie of the year and then ice cold. and we missed the playoffs by 1 game. If he would have not hit 188 in April, we're in the playoffs. So that's 100% the guy that's going to step up this year, and he'll come back maybe MVP caliber, but maybe even Ketel
Easy, bro.
side. But we'll
Call Tim Marte.
Ketel,
Settle down.
but just wait. Corbin's there.
Yeah, I think for us, I could pick two right off mine, but I think the most obvious, it has to be Bogarts. It just has to be. I mean, his third year with the Padres, his first 2 years are just garbage the way he's been hitting. And I know the first year it was injury, and then he kept getting those shots to help him kind of push through the year. And then last year was just inconsistency. I think it has to be him. The other one I was going to say was Cronenworth, but last year, that's what I thought was last year.
I thought you were going to say, actually.
And he started last year hot, and then he just went cold. I mean, he did nothing in the playoffs. Nothing.
Yeah.
And I think everybody was hoping that he would do what he did in 2022, and it's just not there. But I have to go with Bogarts just because I ain't going to get into the contract thing, but he just has to
pay somebody to be asked. I get you, brother.
I'm gonna go with Dustin May. Dustin May has had injuries 2 straight years, but he looked fantastic this last start against Anaheim. And I'm expecting him not to win 20 games, but he's gonna give us some of those innings, and then in the postseason, we're going to push him over to the bullpen, and he's going to be our Walker Buehler this year, where he's just going to be flaming, throwing gas to close out games. So I'm going with Dustin May to have a bounce back year for our team this year.
Okay.
I'll finish that, and I'm actually going to go Clayton Kershaw. It might be obvious to you, might not be, but I think storybook ending. I think this man comes back a little bit before the All-Star break, maybe even after the All-Star break. Helps us solidify and winning the pennant, and we go back to back, and he retires off into the sunset. That's what I'm hoping for Clayton, that he's a 3-time World Series champ, and that's going to be my pick for a comeback player of the year.
I was gonna do that, but I thought that was too easy.
Netflix documentary, and I want Brad Pitt to play Clayton Kershaw.
For
of the year might be the best thing, because in his mind it can be like July and not October when he's pitching in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't get it done in October. But in his mind, maybe it's like
come on now, James. We're about to kick you out of the group already, man. Come on.
For my wife's sake, I do hope Kershaw comes back strong, because she's Maya has said it 2 calls before now, but she's a Dodgers fan. All her family is all Dodgers fans.
On the podcast, get her on here.
She's putting the baby to sleep. She had never seen Kershaw pitch. She loves Kershaw. She's never seen him pitch. The first game she saw him pitch was that Game 1 against the Diamondbacks. A couple years, was it 2023? No, 23 or 22? No, 23, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, one of the years that we got upset? Yes. That was
yes.
Yeah,
so 23. I think it was Game 1 in 23 against the D-backs, right?
Yeah.
I believe you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He got rocked that game.
Yeah, that's the game that she went to for the first time to see him pitch, and she was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it." So for her sake, I hope Kershaw comes back this year and he comes back healthy and pitches like he does, because I know she's gonna love it.
All right, yeah. So last topic that we have here is the challenge system that was implemented this spring training. I loved it. I think it went really smooth. It doesn't take much time, and the only thing I did not like is that they only get 2 per game. I think 3. Raise it to 3. 3 challenges, because you never know. Because I mean, some guys use it in the 5th, and then you still have 4 innings to go. So, but
you're allowed to have as many if you keep winning.
Oh yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, you're correct.
What I mean?
You're correct. But even if you lose,
you're done.
I think they should raise it to 3. Lose 3. It's like just like 3 strikes, you're out. 3 outs, the inning's over.
Yeah.
Raise it to 3.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Well, now, do you guys think it should be up to the player or the coach to call it?
No, I like the way they had it, where it was the pitcher, the batter, or the catcher. Only them 3 can call it, and that's it. Yeah. Leave because the coaches are gonna ask for, hey, Was it good? Was it good?
I
You know,
mean,
they're not gonna.
the coaches still have the ability to challenge, like a safer out call on the
Yeah.
bag. So I mean, but yeah, the ABS system, automated balls and strikes. Just for those of you that don't know what ABS stands for, yeah, I think spring training you got a lot of positive feedback, except from like the older guy. Like I know Max Scherzer was complaining, saying, "Oh, we're just slowing it down after you want to speed it up." It doesn't honestly take that long. Honestly, like
It
if we could
doesn't.
go a full game of an automated strike zone, it doesn't look too bad. But then again, you take the human aspect out of it. But I'm thumbs up. I thought we should have implemented it this year. Doesn't make sense why we had it in spring training, but we're going to go a whole year without it.
Yeah.
So
I'll play devil's advocate as a pitcher and as an umpire. I don't like it. If as a pitcher, if the umpire is going to give me an inch or two off the corner, like I want that as an advantage. And I also think that's just part of baseball. That's how it's always been. You got to learn what the umpire's calling that day. And then from an umpire standpoint, I don't want to have to look up there and know I was wrong and yelling
but
at me. So
you got to look at it as an MLB fan, man. Like our attendance, our ratings. It's not only because of the dot, like everything. You got to speed the game up. Our attendance, our viewership went up because the games were a lot shorter this year, and
I
they're continuously getting shorter. We also have a lot more arm injuries, but I think the ABS system allows fans to be more engaged. Yeah, sure, pay
Involved.
all this money to show up to a game, and you show up and get drunk for only a couple hours. Yeah, maybe that's a downfall, but I mean, I think it helps the game of baseball, not just in the U.S. but worldwide. If everybody starts adapting this, and it just builds the game of baseball more, which it's just a beautiful sport.
Yeah.
I don't disagree, but it makes the game of baseball better for people that aren't baseball fans. If you're like a traditionalist, like you'll watch baseball for 4 hours. It doesn't matter to me.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but yeah,
No,
at the end of the
I,
day, I'm gonna watch a 2 hour game or I'm gonna watch a 4 hour game. It doesn't matter.
100%.
I'm still gonna
I,
tune
I,
in
Yep.
and watch.
you made some good points there, James. I do. I mean, imagine being the ump behind there and you're called wrong because a tiny, like that's like,
I mean,
now you're pissed off. Now you're gonna be calling them out strikes
Everything.
every single time.
Yeah.
We're doing this because of Angel Hernandez, guys. That's the whole
Yep.
reason why we have this
I mean,
system. Angel
imagine,
Hernandez.
imagine losing a World Series game because that little thing comes up and it's that much off the corner or something. Like that's just like that's not baseball in my eyes, but we'll
Well,
see. Maybe
I think,
well, with that
yeah,
said, what do you think? What do you guys think if they apply that during the regular season, but they say like, hey, during playoffs, World Series, and all that, it's gone.
I think you need it.
no,
Too
if you're gonna
complicated.
do it, if you're gonna do it in spring training, then do it in the regular season, and then do it in the
Yeah.
postseason, because you can't have like yes and no. It's like the DH rule. I mean, for a long time, no DH in a national league, and I felt it was a disadvantage to the National League
Hmm.
when you ended up playing in the World Series against a team that already had the DH, the whole season. So
Yeah.
I like the DH now
Seven wasted
for everybody.
saving 7 wasted years of Otani in Anaheim, guys. Come on. Now.
And you also think like game 162 was basically a playoff game for the Diamondbacks last year. So like you know what I mean? Like we
Yeah.
needed to win that game and we needed
Well,
to lose.
didn't the Braves and the Mets go down to the last game of the year too?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why
Like they yeah. So I
that's what I'm
mean,
saying. Like you can't have the challenge system work for certain games, but then not other games because that was practically a playoff game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's true.
And
yeah.
I don't know,
I
bro.
think it would have to be kind of flipped. I think if you're gonna do it, introduce the ABS system in the playoffs
Yeah.
and throughout. Don't do it non-regular season or do it regular season and take it away
Very
because then
interesting.
you're gonna piss a lot of players off. So
Yeah.
Well, well, well. That was our. We're gonna wrap it up right there. That was our first episode of the season. We're gonna do it hopefully on Sundays, and we'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll do twice a week, but for right now, we're gonna be on Sundays after the Sunday night baseball of the game. Make sure you guys are following. Click up here, scroll it down, and follow our three guys down here. Again, say goodbye,
Luis.
talking it up,
Yep.
Luis.
and it was a pleasure.
Go Snakes. Let's go. Good luck, Dodger fans and Padre fans. But go
Good
Snakes.
luck
Good luck.
Good luck
to
this.
stay away.
Good luck this
All right,
weekend,
guys. Hey,
guys.
thanks so much for jumping on, and